Hi, I'm Rhiannon Faith, and I'm here to tell you a story. So, I was having sort of a reminiscent moment this last week. I wasn't feeling very well, and I was thinking about how much I used to love going to Souplantation and getting their homemade chicken noodle soup, and then like a side salad. And you could get those things to go. So, you could just go in and purchase the container, and then you just pay for the weight of the container on your way out. It was like such an awesome opportunity. And they don't exist anymore. They kind of fell away. I think I saw one post-COVID in Florida near Tampa Bay, but I haven't seen any since. Anyways, they all kind of went away. But that was such a great place to go, and I was such a fan of soup and salad, and that's not really an option anymore, which is devastating. But then it got me chatting with a girlfriend of mine about Farrell's, and we loved Farrell's as a kid. You know, if somebody was having a birthday party, you went to Farrell's. And the front of Farrell's, if you've never heard of it, it was like an ice cream shop, and they did sell food, although I don't think I'd ever consumed anything other than ice cream there, and candy. They had lots of candy. But the first like entry point into Farrell's is very similar to like Cracker Barrel, where it's like a whole shop, but mostly candy and random things that you never knew you needed and now somehow can't live without, tchotchkes, if you will. And they'd have like the stick candies with all of the different like old-fashioned flavors, kind of like an old ice cream shop, you know, turn of the century kind of thing, like, you know, what the drugstore would look like, if you will. But my favorite when we would go there is to get the Dusty Road sundae, which was vanilla bean ice cream with hot fudge and malt powder dusted over it. So it's like, you know, you've just paved the road and it's dusty. Oh, so delicious. So I introduced that to my kids because obviously I don't need Farrell's to make that happen. And my son was a fan, so that was like a really special moment of like, yay, pass the torch of Farrell's. But the best thing there was the zoo. And it was like this, I can't even tell you, I don't remember how many scoops of ice cream it was, but they would run through, they'd put this like giant vat of ice cream scoops in every topping you could imagine with whipped cream and cherries and the whole situation in a stretcher and run around while like alarming a bell, like a fire bell. And they're screaming through the store with the ice cream until they place it on your table. And that was called the zoo. And that was like a big, like if you were having a big party or a birthday party or whatever, like that was the thing to have, obviously. And you know, there's just nothing like that anymore. Which is a shame because that was a really, you know, pinnacle childhood experience. And I can't wait to hear like years from now what places are my kids' pinnacle childhood experiences. But I'd love to hear about yours. Drop it in the comments. Come back again. I'll tell you another story. Thanks.